Hello, Cardpix Orange Roots Quickly here, and today I'm going to show you that Rotten Tomatoes scores that I disagree with. So personally, there are movie scores on Rotten Tomatoes which actually rated a film, and I disagree with. But if you do agree with them, I can handle the opinion. Anyway, let's go, shall we? Here we go. First one I want to check is Ugly Dolls. That's 29% from the critics, and the audience score 54%. To tell you the truth, not impressed with that score. To tell you the truth, this is one of the most underrated films of 2019. To tell you the truth, it's definitely one of the most underrated animated films, in my opinion. I mean, it's way better than The Queen's Corgi, because it came out the same year. And honestly, now, when I first saw the show for this film back then, I think it was when I went to, I think I was watching a bunch of trailers for Toy Story 4, The Lego Movie 2, and Ralph Breaks the Internet. I found a trailer for Ugly Dolls on YouTube in 2018, and I was like, oh no. I personally don't the of this, but I watched it on DVD and online. It was a good film. Now, still right, it's meh, but honestly, that 29% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm not on that side, ever. Next one is Despicable Me 4, of 56% rating from the critics, and what's good is that we got a 88% rating. Oh, how good. I'm glad we got an 88% rating on it. Oh my god, I'm not impressed with that score, though, that critic score. I mean, if you hate the film, I can handle your opinion, but to me anyway, I personally thought this was a good film, this was. Now, I watched this movie twice right now. First time was on day release in the UK, and yesterday in Wellington. Oh. Why would you rate this film a 56%? I expected this 88%. And honestly, now the more I think about it, I kind of like Kind of 4 and it's like 2 much better than this. But this is still a good film, bro, don't get me wrong. Personally, not on that side, ever. But if you don't like it, I can have an opinion. Next one is Wish. 40%, which is not good enough, but the audience score is 81%. Ah, good, but still not good enough as I expect. When I first saw this score on Rotten Tomatoes, I was disappointed. I mean, I was so excited for this film, and it was exactly as I knew it was going to be. And for this Rotten Tomatoes score, oh god, this is at least their most flopped film in the animation canon since Chicken Little, which that movie's okay. So pretty more or less, this film, honestly, I'm not on that score. it deserves to get 90% actually. It needs to be more like the same score as Encanto or Big Hero 6 or Frozen or Wreck-It Ralph. Let's be like one of those films. Let's be like one of those films a little bit. Next up is the Super Mario Bros. Movie. 59%, which that is not good enough. But the 95%, that's good. That's better. Honestly, this is when my hatred of Rotten Tomatoes really began. So it was actually one of the best films of last year. It was really good. But for those who haven't seen it, I recommend you watch it. But the 59% rating, it's going up slowly, I'd say. It's going up slowly. But when it got 48, I was like, oh no, what a mess. To tell you the truth, it needs a 94%. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Next one is Smurfs Village. It got a 48% from the critics and a 54% rating from the audience. Oh, man. So, do you want to know why I didn't watch this in the cinema? Well, I don't know. I think I probably didn't really fancy it, really. So, this film, I hadn't seen this film for like years. I'm actually a big defender of this one here. In fact, I'm actually a big defender of the Smurfs movies. I'm a big defender of all of them, really. I'm actually a huge defender of the franchise. But this film, I'd say this movie is way better than the Emoji Movie. Why? It's because they are both Sony Pictures animation films that came out the same year, 2017. It does not deserve a 40%. It deserves a 90% in general. Next up is this one. I got really frustrated. Here we go. Next one is the Garfield movie. It got 36%, and over here it's an 80%. Pardon me. Honestly, oh my god, this was such a good film. Literally, I saw this in the cinema back in May 25th. And honestly, this score, this is not impressive. But the movie itself is good. Chris Pratt did do a good job as Garfield. And why wouldn't he do? I mean, I can have no opinion on the actor. Despite he's been everything at the moment. But, you know what? I really enjoy this one. It's just Rotten Tomatoes score. It needs to be like an 89, really. Now we've got two more. The next one is If. A total of 50% and an 88% on the audience score. So, to tell you the truth, I didn't know that this was coming out, so I saw the trailer for Migration. So, we saw the trailer when you see Migration in cinema. So, So, this film, it was kind-spirited, really. It was quite kind-spirited. But this is why I want this movie to get a 95%, or or even a 99%, just like How to Train a Dragon, the first one. Here we go. Here's the last one now. This is where I really disagree. The last one I disagree with is Sausage Party. It got an 80%, and from the audience, we got 50%, which I like the audience. That's not really good enough, but one of the most overrated animated films ever. This film is so mean-spirited and inappropriate. I mean, this film ruined all Pixar films. I mean, just for good, it ruined Pixar. And what a coincidence, this movie is definitely not a Disney Pixar film whatsoever. I think I would never get into show for this when I see Ice Age 5 or Finding Dory, but I still hate this movie with flaming passion. It's cruel, mean-spirited, disgusting. Honestly, I'm not proud with that score from the critics they got. Anyway, that's all I disagree with for now.